Attention passionate New York Giants fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC East and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on New York Giants' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true New York Giants fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and New York Giants fans. Let's get to the news now. Folks, settle in because what we're hearing from league sources is nothing short of explosive. Word on the street is that the Cincinnati Bengals, who are currently sitting at a disappointing 2-5 record, are seriously considering a bold move that could shake the NFC East to its core. The Bengals, as many of you know, have been struggling defensively, allowing an alarming 29.2 points per game. Their offense, despite having Joe Burrow at the helm, is also sputtering, and the team's recent struggles have led management to look for ways to rebuild smarter and faster. And that's where it gets really interesting. The rumor is that Cincinnati might trade their star wide receiver, Ja'Marr Chase, to the Giants in exchange for a first-round pick in 2026 and a third-round pick in 2025. Yes, you heard that right. Chase, a 25-year-old elite receiver, could be heading to New York, and this would be a game-changer for the Giants' offense. For those of you who follow Chase closely, you know he's a special talent. Standing 6 feet tall and weighing 201 pounds, he's been graded at an incredible 92.6 by PFF over his career. This season, up to September 15th, he's caught 24 passes for 342 yards and 4 touchdowns, averaging about 14.3 yards per reception. That's a threat in every sense of the word, especially considering his ability to make plays after the catch, with an average YAC of 6.8 yards and forcing about 2 tackles missed per game. His career stats already total over 200 yards and 38 touchdowns, with a catch rate of 89%, showing his consistency and reliability. But what makes Chase so appealing isn't just his numbers, it's his explosiveness and ability to stretch defenses. He's one of the top receivers in deep routes, boosting quarterbacks' QBR by around 14% when targeted deep. And his separation stats are eye-popping, averaging 3-4 yards of separation, ranking him among the top 3 in the league with a 91% success rate against press coverage. His big play frequency is also remarkable, generating around 1.6 plays of 20 or more yards per game. Despite a shoulder injury in Week 3 that limited his snaps to about 70%, he bounced back in Week 5 with a 118-yard performance against the Steelers, reaffirming his status as a weapon. When you compare Chase to other top deep threats like Tyreek Hill, the difference is stark, adding over 200 yards in the air in some cases, which significantly elevates the team's QBR on deep passes. Now, shifting our focus to Cincinnati, it's clear they're in a rebuild mode. Joe Burrow's QBR has dipped to 84.1, and the offensive line has been battered, surrendering nearly 4 sacks per game. The Bengals are also eyeing the upcoming draft for young defensive linemen to bolster their front seven, especially after losing T. Higgins to free agency. The trade of Chase could free up around $15 million in cap space in 2026, money that could be used to extend other key players like Hendrickson, who is already a vital piece of Cincinnati's defense. But there's skepticism about their ability to contend this season, considering the injuries that have hit their roster hard. Hubbard, for example, has missed 3 games with an ACL injury. The odds of Cincinnati winning the Super Bowl, which hovered around plus 11-0, have now plummeted as they focus on a rebuild rather than a deep playoff run. And what about the Giants in all this? Well, if this trade goes through, it's a complete game changer for New York. The addition of Chase would give Daniel Jones a true vertical threat, a receiver who can take the top off defenses and create mismatches all over the field. Even with the current WR core, which includes Neighbors and others, adding a player like Chase would boost the Giants' EPA per pass by around 15%. That's huge. It would increase their yards per reception from 10.5 to over 13.2, making third downs much more manageable, up by 20% in conversion rate. This would also ease some of the pressure on Robinson, whose YAC average is around 5.2 yards, by providing more explosive plays and forcing defenses to respect the deep threat. Brian Daboll's offensive scheme, which emphasizes vertical routes and scheme mismatches, would benefit immensely from a player like Chase, increasing vertical efficiency by nearly 18%. And let's not forget the matchup advantages. Chase has historically shown he can dominate against press coverage, with a 91% success rate, and his ability to make big plays, around 1/6 per game, would open up the field for Jones and the entire offense. Imagine Chase paired with Neighbors, creating a dynamic duo capable of generating over 25% more big plays versus defenses that are already struggling to contain the Giants' offense. Their red zone efficiency would also see a boost, especially with Chase's ability to make contested catches and stretch the field. Last season, Chase's impact was comparable to some of the league's best, and he's proven he can be the focal point of an offense. Looking ahead to the playoffs, this potential trade could be the spark that propels the Giants into serious Super Bowl contention. The odds, which were around +15-0 earlier in the season, could now be shortened to +6-0 or better with Chase on the roster. His presence would stretch defenses like the Cowboys, who already face challenges trying to contain the Giants' passing game. Chase's ability to stretch the field and create mismatches could be the difference maker in crucial playoff moments. His addition would also serve as a psychological boost for the team, energizing the offense and providing a clear statement that the Giants are serious about competing at the highest level. From a historical perspective, trades like these have often shaped legacies. Think about the deals that brought in key players who helped teams reach or win Super Bowls. Chase, with his elite talent and proven production, could very well be that piece for the Giants this season. His potential arrival signals an aggressive approach by New York, a team that has been building steadily under Brian Daboll's leadership. With Daniel Jones improving and the offense gaining confidence, adding a player of Chase's caliber could be the final piece needed to push the Giants over the top. It's no secret that the NFC East has been a tough division lately, with the Eagles and Cowboys often stealing headlines. But if the Giants can pull off this trade, especially with Chase's ability to dominate in crucial moments, they could become the team to beat, and perhaps even make a deep playoff run that surprises everyone. Now, considering the current state of the division, this move could create a ripple effect. The Eagles, the reigning division champs, will have to contend with a more potent Giants offense, and the Cowboys, who already have a formidable defense, might find it even harder to contain a revamped Giants attack. The NFC East could see a shift in power, with the Giants emerging as serious contenders. And for the Bengals, it's a clear signal. They're looking to tear down and rebuild, accepting a potential rough patch ahead, but with the hope of coming back stronger in a couple of seasons. This trade, if it happens, will be remembered as one of those pivotal moments that define eras. It's exciting to think about how Chase's presence could elevate Daniel Jones's game, making him a true deep ball threat and opening up the entire offense. That chemistry, combined with Daboll's creative scheming, could unlock a new level for the Giants' offense, pushing them from good to great in a hurry. So fans, the question now is, are the Giants really going to pull the trigger? Will Cincinnati give up one of their most explosive offensive weapons in Chase for the future? The rumors, the whispers, they all point to a very real possibility, and if it does materialize, we could be looking at a turning point for the franchise. Imagine Chase lining up on the outside, stretching defenses, forcing safeties to stay deep, and creating open lanes for Neighbors and Robinson underneath. That kind of threat changes everything. It forces defenses to game plan differently, to dedicate more resources to slowing him down, which in turn opens up opportunities for others. The Giants have been on the cusp of something special, and acquiring Chase could be the final ingredient to make that leap. In the end, this is about more than just a trade. It's about vision, ambition, and the willingness to make bold moves to win now. The NFL is a league where one player can change everything, and Chase's skill set makes him that kind of game changer. If the Giants can land him, it's not just an addition to their roster, it's a statement of intent. It's a message to their division rivals and the league that New York is back in the hunt, ready to compete for a Super Bowl once again. The next few days are going to be crucial, and we'll be watching every move, every development, because this could be the moment that transforms the Giants' future forever. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest New York Giants news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now, New York Giants fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this potential Chase trade? Do you believe it's the move that propels the Giants into serious Super Bowl contention? Or do you think the risks outweigh the rewards? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Giants. Remember, this is a community and your voice counts. I'll be back soon with even more updates, so stay tuned for the latest news and analysis on the Giants' pursuit of greatness. Thanks for sticking with me, and as always, let's keep that Giants passion alive.